we're gonna die. So, take one, she goes, we need to find Angel because if we don't, I don't know. Because I'm not cutting her off. So she keeps talking, I'm just kind of looking at her. And then she starts laughing, I go, what? She was like, you're supposed to cut me off. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Second take. We gotta find Angel because... And literally on camera, I look at her like finish, it's your line. And literally we're looking at each other like, no you. And I go, what? And she goes, it's your line. And I go, oh. That's probably one of my, I have so many, but that one cracks me up because you can see in my face like I have this, you better get your line out, I'm not gonna say anything. If you didn't work on your lines last night, that's your problem. I'm not gonna rescue you, Miss Acker.
I can see her face too doing that. Innocent. No, like it's you. She's such a sweetheart.
It's me just looking back like
it's so funny. I've never gotten to spend a lot of time with her. We actually spent some time together in Chicago at this convention. And I felt so protective of her, I don't know why. She's a mom with 2 kids. And I'm just like, okay, watch out, we're walking here. Don't touch her. Get real low. And I felt very protective. She's just so wonderful and innocent and sweet and has that face. You know, she's such a doll. Okay. Yeah, and you're like, blooper. I guess probably the one that stands out to me is we were doing the musical. There's a sequence where Sarah's singing and Emma and I have to come and like dance backup. And there's Amber dancing back up poorly. And then I have to turn around and like walk off. And I turn around and I walk off and I walk right into a pole. and I hit it and I looked around and the camera guys, like they're awesome. And I was like, if someone had seen it, they would be making fun of me. So I was like, oh great, I got away with it. Nobody saw me walk into the pole. I'll be damned if I'm watching the musical episode. There's Amber right into the pole. Yeah, so if you watch the musical, you can see me. And I do that Pee Wee Herman. No, I meant to do that, yeah. What are you doing here? Get out of my way, pole. I was here first. Bigger than you. It's the maraca. Gives you energy.
this is the Australian thing she was
yeah, it's not invisible Barack Obama that gives me energy. I get my energy from an invisible man. People are like, Emperor's a drug dealer.
You have a question?
I have a version of the question for both of you. Amber, did you ever think about where Tara's character might have gone if she hadn't died in season 6? And the version for Jay would be, do you ever think about what happened to Gunn after that final scene in Angel where they're charging the battle?
Oh, I'll do it. You answered first last time.
Okay, perfect.
Damn it. Yeah, you know, I think it's been, for me it's been interesting to see the comics for season 8, because I feel like, you know, there have been sort of touches of like Tara and kind of what happened with her, and I like that. I like that, you know, she's still a part of the world, even though she has passed on. I felt like when she showed up, she sort of was in the same world as Tony had, like she was sort of like a voice of reason. And I think maybe like had she gone on, she would have continued in that vein, sort of helping to keep everybody sort of on track and not lose sight of you know, like what an ethical, moral way of dealing with things is. So yeah, I think she would have been a voice of reason had she not died, and I think she would have continued on. Maybe she would have gone and become a watcher maybe down the road. You never know. That would have been freaking awesome. Why didn't I think of that like 13 years ago?
So I've had friends buy me the comic books over the years and I've never read them. And I think just psychologically I want to just leave it as is in my mind for some reason. I don't know why. I guess because if I read it, I don't get to interpret it. I don't get to act it, so I have to just leave it alone. But I've heard that I was turned into a vampire. I really love that. I would have loved to act that. That would have been so much fun. But in my mind, even when I was doing the character, I remember always thinking, if my character were turned into a vampire, he would kill himself. And so that was just kind of an image of something that I used to play the part. So.
That's really interesting, actually. That's cool.
Because that's how much he kind of hates.
Yeah.
If you will.
He was such a tough dude. But it was fun. I always enjoyed Angel. I felt like it was sort of the darker version of Buffy. Do you know what I mean? I felt like there was like a noir quality to Angel that I really enjoyed.
First of all, I'd like to say that J. August, I really loved Gunn as a character. He kind of informed me a lot as I was growing up. Being a man who can act in ideals and whatnot. So thank you very much for that. But a more entertaining question. For both of you, I was curious, present company excluded, what was one character or actor from the other show that you would have loved to work with as a
I just want to get a spike and juice sandwich. That would have been fun. They were so awesome. I enjoyed that relationship so much. Just loved their Sid and Nancy quality. But Tara would not have done well. She's a little too wussy for them, I'm afraid. But that would have been fun to hang out with them.
So many. And so many characters came over to our show as well. Gosh, I did scenes with.
I think you and Emma would have been really funny together. Wouldn't they have been an awesome duo? She's got that Carol Lombard, like, screwball comedy kind of thing going on, and he's like Mr. Tough. Like, they probably would have totally hit it off.
I wish you weren't here because I would have said you.
Aww, good and Tara sitting in the tree. Sorry, she doesn't go for boys.
I know, right? But I think they would have had a good time together.
Yeah. So much fun. I love hanging out with Jay. He's just such like a nice person. On top of being super talented, he's just like genuinely nice. He's really hot too, right? My mom was like, that J. August Richards, he's sexy.
I love your mom. I love her even more now that I know she said that.
She came home last night. She was like, you're so sexy. You're so nice.
We hung out last night. Well, we hung out yesterday during the day when we were teaching your class.
I was teaching my class. You were making out with my mom.
I wanted to take your class, actually.
Next time you should teach a class.
I know, but I'd rather take your class. Yeah.
I just do improv games. And anybody from my class here? Ah, there's Buffy. Sorry. And Stella. Aww, we had such a good time, didn't we, guys? Then we had drinks last night.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. We went to the Hyatt bar and had hot toddies.
Nice.
They didn't know how to make them, so I had to look it up online. And show it to them. Whiskey, lemon, honey. It's for my voice. Yeah, that's what they all say. But it was awesome. We had such a good time. We played so many improv games, and you're always invited to the class.
Sweet.
Seriously, if I do it next year, you should come and speak.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You sound like a lot of fun.
Let's get a question from everybody. This will be our last one for the day because we're running short on time. So, sorry.
This was a fun hour. Went by fast.
This is for Amber. You were a great corpse on Ringer. And
I was.
were they planning on bringing you back if it didn't get canceled? And I'm sorry. Can you also talk about how you got to be the corpse?
Yes. So he played this character named Mary on Ringer, and I had this really, really great scene with Nestor, who's on the show, and I was a stripper. I kept saying prostitute, and the only name was stripper. It's very different, Amber. Oh yeah. Strippers, Okay, yeah, I'm a stripper, not a prostitute. Jesus, yeah, stripper. Amber's a stripper. I mean, Mary's a stripper. But yeah, it was great because I hadn't really spent a lot of time with Sarah in the intervening years. We'd see her here and there, but to get to come on the show and work with her again, I adore her. She was just good people, and I've always had a good relationship with her. And I walk into Ringer and I'm like, oh my God, she looks the same. How has she had a child? And all these years between that, and she looks the same. It's unsettling. Like, the woman does not age. She looks so good. And she and I are both book whores. Like, we love to read. So that's sort of our bonding, whereas like, talking books. Yeah. Yay, books. Yeah. And so anyway, so I played the stripper on the show, and have this really nice scene with Nestor, and then I die. I get strangled with a belt, I guess. So I had to like lay on the floor and be dead for a while. That was always interesting. I had a really, really short skirt on. I kept having to apologize to the crew because I was like, I'm totally flashing all of you. I'm so sorry. This skirt is very short and I'm on the floor dead. But Sarah and I were talking in the makeup trailer, and she was like, oh, when we go on and do the next scene, we're going to have you come back because it's all these flashbacks in Ringer. She and I are going to do this scene together, and da-da-da-da. And then it didn't happen because we didn't get picked up again, which is a bummer. Because Ringer was really fun. I loved everybody on that. They were so nice. So much of the Buffy crew was working on Ringer. Sarah brought them all to work on the show. It was really awesome. A lot of transpo and our camera guys, and I mean, it was really, really neat. I was so excited. It's like old home week. Yeah. Dead hooker, prostitute, stripper. That's
Dead girls are easy.
Yeah, oh, I was super easy with that short skirt.
It all comes back to the t-shirt.
Hey, Josh, go back to the shirt. All those years later. No,
Well, thanks. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you was for the best.
Well, on behalf of DragonCon, I just want to thank you both for being guests here today.
Thank you so much. This is a lot of fun. Thank you, everybody. Amber Benson and J, it's been a pleasure. Showing love. Hopefully we'll see each other some more this week.